In this video, we are going to be talking about protective styling for type 4 hair so that you can really help your hair grow. Hello, welcome to another video. If you're new, returning, welcome. So in this video, we are going to be talking about protective styling for type 4 hair so that you can really help your hair grow, but they help in the journey. If you add all every other thing, okay, this is like a part 2 to this video that I created, and so if you like put the masks, the taking care of your hair, these are some of the protective protective hairstyles you can use to make sure your hair is protected so it doesn't break as easily. So there's no point for you to be using like conditioner and all that stuff, and at the end of the day have your hair break because it's like zero work again. Anyway, so before we start this video, wherever you are, I hope you're safe. The world is really turning scary, like very scary. So if there are guidelines, follow them and make sure you're safe wherever you are. So anyway, let's get into the video. So first of all, I got a microphone and so I'm excited to use it. I wanted to put it on my hair, but I feel like these beads are gonna make so much noise, so I'm gonna hold it. If I get tired, I'm gonna put it somewhere. So if it's away, please don't mind that. And then this scarf, there's this video I saw on them styling it with a bra. If I get the, I don't know if it was on TikTok or Pinterest, but if I find it, I'm gonna place it somewhere so you can try that design if you have like a strapless bra, because I don't have a strapless bra, so I just put it like a tube top. Anyway, so let's get into the video. That was a long intro. So the first protective style that I used that I feel was helpful to my hair growth was twists. So I used to do twists. I would wash my hair, do shampoo, do conditioner, and then I'll just twist my hair, and then I'll just put it in. Okay, at that time, it was short, so there was no putting it in a bun, but I'll leave it like that, and it really helped because it didn't, like, the moisture will stay in. If you put the leave-in, the treatment, everything will stay in with the twist, and then it will dry out with time. So if I wanted it to like dry out very fast, then I'll thread the twist so like it dries out faster and it stretches it out. So the first protective hairstyle that worked for me is the twist. Okay, it's good because after you're done with the twist and you're like, okay, I've stayed with this hairstyle for like a while and now I want to do something different, you can just twist it out and like you can have a hairstyle you can wear for the weekend, and then you can wash your hair because it's like a process. Yeah, and okay, that's why I love the twist style. The second hairstyle you can do is like the cornrows. Like the cornrows style is like you do cornrows, but with style is like you add beads or you just make it like these cute designs. So it's like it's your hair. You have not added anything else. So it's like your hair is most of your ends are like tucked away. So with that, like your hair is protected, and I feel like this is best if you go maybe to school or like a place where you feel like it's okay, or maybe you're just comfortable. But a lot of people are not comfortable wearing cornrows with their natural hair. But when you were in high school and primary, that was the main style. So if you're comfortable like trying these hairstyles, you should. Another one is like cornrows with braids. So this gives you like a style. Like what I have on right now, it's like, okay, my light went off. Okay, so like what I have right now, it's like there's cornrows but there's also braids, but it's like protective. But for me personally, if you're gonna do cornrows with braids, make sure it's not too tight. Mine is not too tight. I feel like because there was a time I would go to like the salon and it would be so tight. You come back home, you have a headache when you feel like I cannot survive until this, like the hair is too tight. That is not a protective hairstyle. That is gonna cut all your edges out. So if you're gonna do braids with cornrows with braids, cornrows that has braids. Yeah, if you're gonna do that, make sure it's not too tight so like your edges are not coming out. Okay, see which number, I think this is the third, is like crochet. So you're gonna contour your hair as well, but you're gonna crochet it. So your hair is completely tucked away. It's tucked away, and then you just crochet on top, and like your hair is deep down. And with crochet, you can do so much. You can style part, middle, whatever. You can put it on, where is this part? You can put it in the center if you parted the lines correctly. And I feel like this is the most effective protective hairstyle because your hair is nowhere to be seen and you still get to look good. Okay, it's so covered, protected, and it's like way in there. And then like you have the crotchet, you can change if you're like a person who wants to do like a whole month to their lines. You can remove the crochet, wash it, wait for it to dry, and then put some crochet back in. Okay, the other hairstyle is braids, basically like boho, just the like braids. This one is the same as the cornrows. I was saying the cornrows with braids. It's like you have to make sure it's not too tight on your edges because there's no point in you losing your edges because there's no point. Okay, so make sure as you are doing like the braids, that type of braids, that you, they're not doing it too tight. The other hairstyle is like sewing. The hairstyle is sewing. so So with the saw end, it's I think it's the same. Okay, I think over here we call it a weave. So there's a wig and then there's a wig. So with a wig, you get to like put it on when you want and then pull it out, and it's like whatever it is. With a wig, no, with a wave, yeah, with a wave, you do the same contours, but it's sewed in. Okay, as much as this is also as protective as the crochet because your hair is tucked away, there is going to be tension with your hair because you have to contour the hair and then you have to like now sew in the wig, which is going to cause some tension in your hair. And if the person does it too tightly, it's going to cause the same thing as the other one's breakage. And so you can do sewing. I think sewing is good as well because you're still gonna get to look good, have the style of your choice, and it's gonna be on your head, so your hair is protected 24/7. And like a wig, because a wig you can remove it and throw it, and now your hair is like exposed. Anyway, so whatever you think works for you. So let's say you're a crochet girl, you can just be doing your contours and then put the crochet in. That helps in that your hair grows and it's really protected. But if you're like, maybe you go to school or maybe you just don't want to do extra, you are okay with like wearing twist or just doing contours, that works as well. And then the other side was wigs. Personally for me, I most of the time I just do wigs, no wigs. Wigs, and with wigs you can just put it on and look good, and then when you're home you're like comfortable, your hair is out, meaning you can wash it anytime, you can color it, you can add oil to your hair anytime. Okay, these are some of the hairstyles I think are gonna really help in the journey as you grow your hair or as even you maintain your length. And also just remember, like as you're growing your hair and whatever, also remember your scalp to add some oil, maybe massage it. That is gonna really help with growth as well. Yeah, and I feel like there are more styles to protect your hair, but I feel like these are the ones that I know of, and I have tried. I've done weaves, I've done traced out. I have done a band. A band is not really a protective hairstyle, but if you wanna go out and you wanna protect your hair, you can just do a band and make sure your ends are covered. Because I think at the end of the day, your ends being covered is like the most important thing. Because you don't wanna grow your hair and lose the hair, but also you need to make sure you be trimming your ends so that when they're like dead hair, because you know when I started like the hair growth journey, I'll be like, what do you mean trim my hair? I've worked this hard to grow it so I can trim it, but right now I trim it regularly. Even when I went to do this hairstyle, I it was trimmed. So make sure you trim regularly because it helps with the growth. At this point, I'm really hoping my hair grows, but I'm just tired of the weeds. That's why I'm like doing braids. And the last hairstyle, I think the last hairstyle was also protective because my hair was tucked away, like this hairstyle. So just make sure, like whatever you do, you get to look good. Also protect your hair. But if you like, you just depend because there's like the twists, contours. Basically, those are just like this is for my hair. I have this. Okay, you can still look good, but you're like, this is just I need my hair to grow. When you go to like braids and weaves and wigs, you're like, okay, my hair can grow, but I still wanna look good. And then now, when your hair grows and you wanna do twist outs, puffs, and bands, like you're like, okay, I really wanna wear my hair, but I kind of wanna protect it in a way. So yeah, I think that's you can there's a style for every parts of something you wanna do. Yeah, and honestly, I feel like if you do that, your hair can grow. Yeah. Anyway, so those are some of the things and tips and tricks. I really wanted to do a part two on like this video because I feel most of it was more of like story time. I don't know if I gave really tips, but I gave like the can do the conditioner, the okay now I'm adding trimming. Make sure it's protected. Don't play with it like every single like day. Like don't make sure your hair is not out like every time of the month. That's gonna cause a lot of breakage. And also make sure it's trimmed not every 2 weeks. You can even wait for like 3 months to trim it. You don't have to trim it like every month. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, so I hope as you start or continue with your hair journey, your hair is gonna grow. You're gonna love your hair. We have to love our hair. We have to like love our hair, grow it, wear it out, be with defy gravity, with the puff and everything. So I really hope your hair grows. You get to feel good wearing your hair. Don't feel like, oh, if I don't have a wig, or if I don't have a wig, or if I don't have this, I don't look good because my hair doesn't make me look good. No, you look good with your hair. So I hope we both grab our hair and wear out. I want like if people are going out like on a date or something very high fashion or like high level, you get to wear your hair out and you put your glam on and you go with your hair out. And I really hope we get to like embrace ourselves anyway. Thank you for watching this video. So I hope you get to try these productive stylings and I hope they help your hair grow. And also watch the other video about hair. And yeah, I'll see you in the next time. Bye bye.
Lighten up.